Hello everyone, my name is Quốc from class 83, and today I will be reviewing my favorite book, Percy Jackson. Let's get into it. This book talks about the story of young Percy Jackson, a troubled 12-year-old boy with a secret unknown even to himself. Diagnosed with dyslexia and ADHD, while being raised primarily by his mother, his life was so far not has been easy. Percy is repeatedly getting kicked out of school due to unexplainable events that aren't really his fault. While on a 6th grade field trip to a museum, Percy faces his strangest event yet. After an argument with a school bully, his math teacher, Mrs. Dodds, draws Percy aside to punish him. Mrs. Dodds suddenly transforms into a monster and attacks him. His favorite teacher, Mr. Brunner, rescues Percy by throwing him a ballpoint pen that changes into a sword. Although Percy defeats Mrs. Dodds, when he reunites with his other classmates, no one remembers her. In response, Percy acts out and is expelled from school. Percy overhears a conversation between Mrs. Brunner and his friend Grover regarding Percy's impending future, so he seeks answers from Grover from the bus ride home. After the bus breaks down, Percy and Grover notice 3 old women across the street knitting one of the women's cut strings, which Percy and Grover discuss in signifying death. At home, Percy escapes his dreadful stepfather, whom he calls Smelly Gabe, by joining his mother, Sally, on a trip to their favorite beach where she originally met his birth father. Forceful winds and an unexpected visit from Grover lead Percy to reveal his mother the incident that happened to Mrs. Dodds. After Percy finishes his story, Sally instructs Grover and Percy to get into the car, where Percy notices Grover has hooves on his feet and learns his friend is a satyr. Sally insists that Percy must go to a special camp for his safety. Monster chases after the car as they lead in that direction, attacking Percy's mother, which causes her to disappear into the Golden Lake. Enraged, fearing his mother's death, Percy defeats the monster and obtains one of his horns as a souvenir. Percy arrives at Camp Half-Blood and meets Mr. D, the god of wine in Tehran, the centaur, formerly known as Mrs. Brunner, Percy's land teacher. Tehran and Grover explain to Percy that he's a half-blood, or a demigod, meaning that he's a half-mortal and half-god. Since his godly appearance is unknown, Percy is assigned to the cabin dedicated to Hermes. At camp, Percy meets Annabeth, the daughter of Athena, his cabin counselor Luke, the son of Hermes, and Classerie, the daughter of Ares. And an altercation with Classerie allows Percy to discover his father's Poseidon, one of the big 3 gods. This revelation is cut short when a hellhound attacks Percy from the fields of punishment. Tehran protects everyone from the camp by sending Percy off on a perfect special guest to save the world. And that's all for today. I hope you learned something new about my favorite book, Percy Jackson. Please like and share this video.